Hi, this is Jim. Welcome to my English class. Today we're going to learn how to speak English. People come to this country, they're here for years, and some of them have an awful problem learning this language. And I'm not surprised. English is crazy, and it's not as easy to learn as you think it is, my friend. English is crazy. English is the most widely spoken language in the history of this planet. 1 in 7 people can speak it. Half of the world's books are written in English. English has the largest vocabulary of all the world's languages, maybe as many as 2 million words. But it's now time to face the fact that English is crazy. Here's a few examples. There's no egg in eggplant. There's no ham in Hamburg. There's no pine or apple in pineapple. In what other language do people drive in a parkway and park in a driveway? Play at a recital or recite at a play? Why does night fall and never break, but day breaks and never falls? Why is it that when we transport something by car, it's called a shipment, but when we transport something by ship, it's called cargo? Why do we pack suits in a garment bag and garments in a suitcase? Why do privates eat in the general mess and generals eat in the private mess? In what other language do they have noses that run and feet that smell? In English, we find that hot dogs can be cold, dark rooms can be lit, homework can be done in school, nightmares can take place in broad daylight, while morning sickness and daydreaming can take place at night. Quicksand works very slowly. Boxing rings are square, and most bathrooms don't have any baths in them. In fact, a dog can go to the bathroom under a tree. No bath, no room. It's still going to the bathroom. And doesn't it seem a little bizarre that we go to the bathroom in order to go to the bathroom? Sometimes you have to believe that all English speakers should be committed to an asylum for the verbally insane. Why is it that a woman can man a station, but a man can't woman one? In what other language do they call the third hand on a clock the second hand? Why do they call them apartments when they're all together? And why do they call them buildings when they're already built? Why is it a TV set when all you get is one? And why in heaven's name is the word abbreviation so long? And why, pray tell, does lisp have an S in it? English is definitely crazy. If adults commit adultery, do infants commit infantry? If olive oil is made of olives, what do they make baby oil from? If a vegetarian eats vegetables, what does a humanitarian eat? If pro and con are opposites, is Congress the opposite of progress? A writer writes, and a stinger stings. But do fingers fing? Do grocers gross? Do hammers ham? If the teacher taught, why isn't it true that the preacher prot? If the plural of tooth is teeth, shouldn't the plural of booth be beeth? 1 goose, 2 geese. Why not 1 moose, 2 meese? 1 index, 2 indices. What about 1 Kleenex, 2 Kleeneces? 1 ox, 2 oxen. What about 1 box, 2 boxen? 1 mouse, 2 mice. Why not 1 house, 2 hice? If the plural of man is always men, why shouldn't the plural of pan be pen? If a slim chance and a fat chance are the same, why is a wise guy and a wise man opposites? How can quite a lot and quite a few be the same, while overlook and oversee are opposites? And how can the weather be cold as hell one day and hot as hell the next? English is a crazy language. A waiter. Why do they call those food servers waiters? We're the ones that do the waiting, they don't. And a non-stop flight? Don't get on one of those, you'll never get off. A hot water heater. Who heats hot water? This is like a garbage disposal. It's not garbage until the stuff is already crumbled up and you dispose of it. And a hot cup of coffee. Here it is again, the English language getting us in hot water. Who cares if the cup is hot? Surely we want just a cup of hot coffee. And donut holes. Aren't those little treats really donut balls? The holes are what's left in the original donut. And if a candy cane is shaped like a cane, why isn't a donut shaped like a nut? A one-night stand. There's a good one. Who's standing? Just like sleeping with someone. Who's sleeping? I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Columbus proved that the earth is round, so there is no end to the earth. Here's a good one. It's neither here nor there. Oh, where the heck is it? It's got to be somewhere, right? English is crazy, and still you have to marvel at the lunacy of the English language, in which your house burns up while it burns down. You fill in a form by filling it out. A language in which your alarm clock goes off by going on. English is a language that was invented by members of the human race, which isn't a race at all. Why is it when the sun or the moon or the stars are out, they're visible, but when the lights are out, they're invisible? When I wind up my watch, I start it. When I wind up this rap, I end it. English is crazy. Did I tell you that? English is crazy. I don't want to teach this class. English, not for me. See you later.